I just went ahead and created the most badass multiple choice insurance sales funnel for you guys to go ahead and get way more leads than what you're currently getting. So please be sure to watch the entire video as I show you from page 1 all the way to the follow-up email. So let me get this straight. You're trying to build an insurance funnel, right? Well, I got something that's gonna blow your mind. And nope, I'm not talking about ClickFunnels or lead pages or WP funnels either. You see, most people, when they try to build an insurance funnel, they jump straight into the tech. But if you start without a clear picture of the finish line, you're actually gonna be all over the place. And then probably back jumping on YouTube, going from video to video, trying to find more help. You see, if I was sitting at the same desk right now in front of you, I'd tell you to pause before you click a single button. You need to see the map. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to do page 1 to page 2 and the follow-up, maybe even page 3, and how it all works together so you can see how it all flows before you build it. And by the end, you'll know exactly how this works. And if you want the template that I'm using, I'm gonna show you exactly how to get it too as well. All right, now let's start with just page 1. Now this is just the entry point, by the way, but it still has its job. And the job is to give the person a quick win. So here's the purpose of this page. When someone lands here, they're just wondering, is this even worth my time? And we want to answer them right away by giving them clarity instead of trying to sell them something. We have a clear headline right here, and then we just have one simple button here that they can either choose from, either the left side button or the right side button. And it's just simply a micro quiz. We're not asking them a million thousand questions here or anything like that. We're just asking them two simple questions so we can see where they are and help them to get where they want to be. And you know, and here's the thing, people like that, right? They like it when they see a process that feels just like them, like they hear the language that speaks to them. You know what I'm saying? It feels like this was made for them, and they can go ahead and answer those micro quizzes, and it gives them a sense of progress, you know, at the end of the day. And this is really where the trust starts to happen inside of your funnel. Let's get back to it. We have the simple instructions at the top, and this page just doesn't get no easier than this, okay? So as you can see, I'm trying to scroll down. There's nowhere for them to go. Even if they were on mobile, right? So we can come over here. Let's go ahead and switch this to mobile view. And you can see it's already set up in the mobile view. Mind you guys, this is a template. Anybody can use this for any business. As you can see, you can slap your logo here at the bottom, at the top. It's just as simple as that. And right here says website name. That's where you put your website name. It just literally just doesn't get any easier than that. You can put your little terms and service and privacy policy. It's just so simple, and it's already done for mobile. If this was on something like ClickFunnels, they'd make you have to redo this whole thing and try to figure it out yourself to make it fit for mobile. And it's just a pain, right? So I went ahead and optimized these. So if anybody were to get these templates, all you have to do is just plug and play, which is change and go. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly what I mean when I say change and go. So as you can see, this right here talks about insurance. Okay, so what's the main reason you're looking for insurance today? Now, as you can see, this bar right here is at 40%, and at any point in time, we can go ahead and change it. Boom, so we just change it to 30%. And literally you can change anything on here, guys. Any single thing on here, you can absolutely change with a click of a button. And it's just that simple. And you can watch it change as you do it as well. You see that? Just completely disappear. What we're going to do here is we're going to change these two pictures right here, okay? Because obviously these are not speaking insurance, but this is what I went ahead and created these images. So I'm just going to swap these images out. Now, mind you, I have these here, so when you do get this template, you can actually see what you need to do to change these out without thinking about it. So what I use is Canva. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did, guys. So I went over here on Canva. And as you can see here, I have the direct dimensions as it says from the first one, 1920 by 1000. So anybody can come over here in Canva and do it. And all I did was just change the words at the top, took these words and slid it right here in the middle. Just boom, there we go, the middle. And I took an image. You can see all these images over here. I just took the image and slapped it here. And then at the end, boom, this is what we have. So I'm about to swap these out and show you guys exactly how it looks. Now look how simple that was for me to do. So I went ahead and I just changed these, but just by pressing the settings button like that, and then boom, we can change this image and we can change this image, and this is done. Like, this is it. So if you were to have this template, that's all you would really need to do, and then we can get the process moving. So I'm gonna go ahead and press save. So now I want you guys to really understand what's going on here. We have the page created. All right, it was already created because it was already a template that I had created for you guys. And all we did was just change two simple images, image A and image B. Just a simple one question, and all these people have to do is press the image that they want. Before you even know it, your lead is literally walking themselves to the finish line, which ultimately gives you the email. And once they submit that email, that's when they become a verified lead. So let's get back to it. Now, after we finish this, right, we can go ahead and test it out. So what's the main reason you're looking for insurance today? They can go ahead and say getting the best possible protection. So let's go ahead and click that. How soon are you looking to update your policy? Right away or within the next 30 days? Let's do the next 30 days. Okay. I have this image twice, but you guys get the picture. You can change it to whatever you want. What matters to you when choosing an insurance policy? And we'll say getting the best possible price. And then boom. All right, guys, so now we're on page 2, the result page. So here's what this step is actually doing. You aren't forcing anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. You're just naturally guiding them to take the next step or to go further down your funnel. So here's a clean example of how it looks right here on the screen. You give them a summary of their answers and a short explanation of what those results actually mean. And you can even send them an email on top of that. You just showing them the way forward without using those high pressure tactics that all these sales guys use that usually drive people away. So I want you guys to check out this screen right here. And as you can see, it says your personalized insurance results are ready. At the 95% mark right here. Okay, now again, this is completely customized. I hooked this up just the way I wanted it to because I want them to see the progress that they came from 30 to 95. They are 5% away from completion. Okay, so if they want to be completed, they have to click this button right here for them to give us their email, and then boom, they are on to the next page, which then gives them their results. And mind you guys, that free savings review, that can be a special % off or whatever that you have inside your mind, because people did actually take the time to complete this, and it give them a little bit more of an urgency to go ahead and take that deal. You got what I'm saying? To close them out. So it's always a good tactic to just throw something in there, just, you know, to appreciate their time, in which they would appreciate, and again, just keeps building that trust up. Now, let's talk about the follow-up. Now, the last thing you want to do in a follow-up is follow up with someone so much that you tend to annoy them. You just want to be able to stay on top of their mind and let them know that you're still here to help if they need you. So you want to start with a summary of their results and then a link that takes them to the next step. And then after that, you want to follow up by showing them what most people do in a situation and what to do next, which helps build their confidence up. Then you want to send a few helpful resources, maybe a tip or a quick video to give them some value before you ever ask for anything. Right? You want to be able to give first. And then finally, what you want to do is a soft check-in, a simple, hey, look, you still need help with this? I'm still here just in case, you know? This works because you're being consistent and you're showing them that, you know, you're here to guide them through whatever situation that they might need you for. As soon as that person joins the subscribe list or they sign up to become that lead inside your CRM, that's when they'll be taken to this automation follow-up if you guys have this follow-up set up for you. Your personalized insurance results are ready. So this is the first email that they would get as soon as they fill out your their form and press that button and then submit their email. All right, this is exactly what they would get, telling them the next steps and what you recommend for them. We got the next follow-up, which says after 1 day, quick question about your coverage needs. Okay, so then you go ahead and give them some more valuable information. Let them read something, let them think to themselves and try to make sense of this and get the emotion, whatever the case may be, right? We want to be able to provide as much value as we can. Then we wait another day and then it says, let's finalize your savings review. Now, mind you guys, remember, we did tell them that we was going to give them some sort of a discount for them filling out our quiz, right? For the use of their time. And that's right here is exactly what this email would be for, okay? To let them know, hey, look, we still got your savings here, right? It ain't gonna last forever, but we still have it here. Would you like to use it now? Okay, something soft, something like that. But again, still providing the amount of value. And I'm telling you right now, this is exactly the way I set up the system. Of course, you can do more emails than just 3, right? We can go 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever the case may be to take them to come on in, right? But again, we want to be able to provide as much value as we can so we can get these leads to come on back. Now, everybody is just not going to do it on the first day. Don't believe that just because you got the lead, you're going to get that person to sign up on the very first day. You need to show them that you're here for them. You don't want to be a salesman to these people. Okay, so that's very, very important that you guys remember that. Now, when you see it laid out like this, you have to understand you don't need a complicated setup or software that drains your bank account every single month. You can actually build this yourself. Okay, and once you understand how the structure works, once this flow is actually live, you guys can start worrying about where the next lead is coming from and start focusing on people who are actually raising their hands, that's trying to get into this funnel, people that's actually looking for help and looking for insurance. See, these funnels, they're really not that hard. part. They're just misunderstood. And when you use a clean framework, just like the one that I showed you guys, the whole process becomes that much simpler. So real quick, I just want to know from you guys, like, which part of this funnel do you guys want me to break down next? Is it the micro quiz on page 1? Is it the layout on page 2? Or the actual email follow-ups like I'm showing you guys now? Like, just let me know in the comment section so I know what kind of future videos to make for you guys. Now, if you guys are interested in using this very same template that I have here, all you got to do is click the link down below. You can actually use it and build it your way. If you ever want to use the same exact template that I actually showed you on here on screen. Other than that, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the very next one.